The Christmas Story with a twist.
Therefore, the Lord himself will give you a sign. The virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and you will call him Emmanuel.
I'm Joshua Bob Rubin, along with Rachel Bad Asher. Our top local story tonight is amazing news. We've learned that the priest Zachariah, who was chosen earlier this year to enter the temple of the Lord, has a miraculous event taking place in his family. According to his wife Elizabeth, Zachariah had a vision from Yahweh. He's unable to speak, so we have no verbal confirmation by Zachariah himself. What is so amazing is that Elizabeth, at her advanced age, not to mention Zachariah's age, has confirmed she is 6 months pregnant and expecting about the time of Yom Kippur. According to doctors, there is no medical reason for this. Given their age, we pray that this high-risk pregnancy goes well, as it will likely be their only child. When we visit Elizabeth, we also talk with a close relative of hers who is rumored to be pregnant as well. We will not be releasing her name as she is a minor. Over to you, Rachel.
Isaiah 9, verse 6. For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders. And he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace.
Of the greatness of his government and peace there will be no end. He will reign on David's throne and over his kingdom, establishing and upholding it with justice and righteousness. From that time on and forever, the zeal of the Lord Almighty will accomplish this.
Please stand as we all sing together, Come Thou Long Expected Jesus.
Augustus has just announced there will be a census taken. This will be the first census for the newly appointed Governor Quirinus. Hopefully he'll do a better job than his predecessor.
Luke 2, 1 through 3. In those days, Caesar Augustus issued a decree that a census should be taken of the entire Roman world. This was the first census that took place while Quirinius was governor of Syria, and everyone went to their own town to register.
For those of you wondering about the census, you must go in person to the birthplace of your ancestor. For example, those who happen to have royal lineage must go to Bethlehem. This must be done by the end of the year and is a mandatory requirement of everyone who is over the age of 12.
From news outside the Roman Empire, according to reliable sources, several learned men from the Parthian Empire have left their towns very suddenly after seeing something special from their observatory. Not much is known at this time. We will keep you posted as the story unfolds in the days to come.
And then if you would like to stand, and we're going to sing, "O Come All You Faithful."
This is where we change.
Isaiah 11, 1 through 3. A shoot will come up from the stump of Jesse. From his roots a branch will bear fruit. The Spirit of the Lord will rest on him, the Spirit of wisdom and of understanding, the Spirit of counsel and of might, the Spirit of the knowledge and fear of the Lord. He will delight in the fear of the Lord. He will not judge by what he sees with his eyes or decide by what he hears with his ears.
This is JNN, Judea News Network. It's the 9th of Tishri, 3758.
Good evening. I'm Joshua Bar Rubin with Rachel Bat Asher. Tonight, we have an update from a story we told you 3 months ago. Elizabeth and Zachariah are now the proud parents of a baby boy. And when Elizabeth was asked the name, to everyone's surprise, Zachariah declared his name would be John. Sources close to the family say that mother and child are doing fine. We go now to news inside the empire, located in Rome, and our reporter there, Elizabeth Bat Michael.
Good evening. I have some big news within the empire. First, I've been able to confirm with highly placed sources that a Pharisee named Saul Bat Benjamin from the town of Tarsus has been given the rare privilege of Roman citizenship. He stated that while he is highly honored, he feels this will mean more to any future sons than to himself, as Saul rarely travels outside of Tarsus anymore. Now I will turn it over to Rose Bat John, who has more news from Rome.
Has finished their legislative season for this year. News of any new laws pertinent to the region will reach you in Jerusalem within the month, weather permitting. Before I return it over to you in the studio, Caesar Augustus' spokesperson at the palace confirmed that his family has expanded and a great-great-grandson was born recently. The family has not registered his legal name, but they have decided to call him Nero. Back to you in the studio.
Okay, at this time, we are going to take the offering as we are serenaded by our lovely Esther.
JNN, Judea News Network, the 22nd of Kislev, 3758.
Good evening. This is Rachel Bat Asher, along with Joshua Bar Rubin. Joshua, with the recent depression, many businesses have been struggling. With the surge in travel, spurred mainly by the mandatory census, it's nice to announce the hospitality industry has been able to benefit and recover.
Micah 5, verse 2. But you, Bethlehem, though you are small among the clans of Judah, out of you will come for me one who will be ruler over Israel, whose origins are from of old, from ancient times.
We go now to Bethlehem and our roving reporter Jacob Vardan, who caught up with a gentleman in the hospitality industry.
It's a complete madhouse here in Bethlehem. Absolutely every room at every inn is full. I've asked one of the innkeepers to speak with me. Thank you very much for taking the time to talk. Matthew Bar Levi, you are the owner of In and Out Inn, is that correct?
Yes, I am. I'll tell you. Because of the census, we've done better in the past 3 months than we have in some years. I really hate to turn people away, but if they haven't made reservations, there isn't much I can do. I will admit that I am not entirely hard-hearted. Just a few minutes ago, I had to tell a couple that looked ready to give birth any time now. There was absolutely no room in the In and Out Inn for them. They were willing to take shelter in the barn, so I was able to help out. She didn't look like she was going to make it another step. Please excuse me while I go check on them.
Isaiah 7:14. Therefore the Lord himself will give you a sign. The virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and will call him Emmanuel.
In our earlier broadcast this evening, we talked about how Caesar Augustus' census has been affecting towns in the region. We go now to Lee Bat Jonah.
I'm Leah Bat Jonah in the field. Literally, I just talked with the owner of Shepherds United. He has a story to tell us that is just amazing and frankly. I don't know how we missed this when it happened. It was a once-in-a-lifetime event according to him.
And there were shepherds living out in the fields nearby, keeping watch over their flocks at night. An angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them. And they were terrified, but the angel said to them, "Do not be afraid. I bring you good news that will cause great joy for all the people.
Now we'll stand as we sing Hark the Herald Angels Sing.
Jacob has breaking news in Bethlehem, as he has managed to speak with a traveler staying at the In and Out Inn. But more out than in, as the only shelter available was in the barn due to overcrowding. Let's go to Jacob now.
Hi, Jacob Barden coming to you from Bethlehem, and I'm here with one of the travelers. Your name, please?
Joseph.
Joseph, I understand you have some good news.
Yeah, our baby was born here tonight. We're calling him Jesus, and we had some visitors here, and both of them are healthy.
That's good. All right, back to you in the studio, Rachel.
So Joseph also went up from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judah, to Bethlehem, the town of David, because he belonged to the house and line of David. He went there to register with Mary, who was pledged to be married to him and was expecting a child. While they were there, the time came for the baby to be born, and she gave birth to her firstborn, a son. She wrapped him in cloth and placed him in a manger because there was no guest room available for them.
Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day walk on water?
Mary, did you know that your baby boy would save our sons and daughters?
Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you new? This child that you've delivered will soon deliver you.
Mary, did you know that your baby boy will give sight to a blind man?
Mary, did you know that your baby boy will calm a storm with his hand? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels trod?
When you kiss your little baby, you've kissed the face of God.
The blind will see, the deaf will hear, and the dead will live again. The lame will leap, the dumb will speak, the praises of the Lamb. Mary, did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation?
Mary, did you know that your baby boy will one day rule the nations?
Did you know that your baby boy is heaven's perfect Lamb? This sleeping child you're holding is the great I am.
In other local news, City Hall seems to be in a bit of an uproar tonight as several learned men came to town and asked where the King of the Jews was. It appears that this alleged king is supposed to be somewhere nearby. My contact at the palace has stated that King Herod asked that these men return to him personally with any information regarding this individual.
Now we'll all stand and sing We Three Kings.
This is JNN, Judean News Network, the 25th of Kislev, 3758.
Good evening, I'm Joshua Bar Rubin along with Rachel Bat Asher. In our top local story, we have caught up with the men traveling from the Corinthian Empire we reported on earlier. Since they've been traveling from afar, they have their own accommodations and they have no need for scarce hotel space. We did manage to get an interview with one of them before they left early this morning. We go now to Jeremiah Bar Isa live.
Jeremiah here. We have one of the men having traveled from the east. Can you tell us a little bit about your trip to this part of the world?
Yes, we found the one we've been searching for. Found in part by your holy writings. I believe you call it Numbers 24:17. The verse says, "A star will come out of Jacob, a scepter will rise out of Israel."
Go. We were honored to be called by God and to be in His child's presence. We left gifts with the family of myrrh, frankincense, as well as gold.
Yeah, but we must be heading home now, for we have business to attend to and we've been gone for a long while, and our families are awaiting us.
Back to you at the studio.
Just little minor changes as we go. Okay, we're all going to stand and sing together, "How Great Our Joy."
Luke 2, verses 11 through 14. Today in the town of David, a Savior has been born to you. He is the Messiah, the Lord. This will be a sign to you. You will find a baby wrapped in cloths and lying in a manger. Suddenly, a great company of the heavenly host appeared with the angel, praising God and saying, "Glory to God in the highest heaven, and on earth peace to those on whom his favor rests."
Now we'll all stand and sing "Joy to the World."
This is Joshua Bar Reuben along with Rachel Badasher calling it a night.
But before we go, I wonder, has the Messiah come?
And then we'll all stand for our final song, which is Go Tell It on the Mountain. And we're going to be accompanied by our Sunday school band. We have our youth coming up. And while they're getting ready, I just wanted to remind everybody that we have cookies in the fellowship hall. There's going to be some fun outtakes from our video adventure that we've been on for the past 3 weeks. So make sure and join us back there. Give everybody a big hand. They work really hard on this. Okay, so if we could let our performers and our classes leave first, that would be really helpful to get our little guys out of the way. And then if you could, just be careful of this camera up front. If you're back behind it, feel free to leave through the center. That's fine. Okay? Thank you so much for coming.